Why hello there my classy friends, and welcome to KEG Lite. All your drunken foolery, but half the host. Join us today, Tuesday, as myself, Steven, your host for the night, braces for hump day tomorrow. Tonight's goal is going to be to woo Colonel Sanders. Or should I say, Senpai Sanders, notice me! Now I did load the game ahead. I got my drink. Tonight, it is a whiskey lemonade. Something simple, something easy. So join me with a drink, toast. Delicious. Let's begin. Oh, enter the name. What should the name be? Let's go with my own name. Let's try to woo Sanders. Oh, the crispy goodness of chicken and biscuits. Oh, yeah. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I never went to a dorm. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Oh my god. I would never choose that as an alarm. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in, you damn idiots. Smack the clock. Yes, or throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. I have to see Senpai, so smack that clock. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. What the fuck would I wear at a cooking school? Whatever. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. If anybody knows me, I'm too serious sometimes. Steven, I'm better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Huzzah! I need a drink. You burst through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair equals combed. Pits, deodorized. Oh, I forgot something. Nothing can stop you now. You comfortably grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Biscuit. Oh, hello everyone. Hello. Jeez, oh Pete, all the all the interaction already. I love you guys. Welcome. What does everyone have for a drink tonight? Again, mine's a whiskey lemonade. Oh, that hot, delicious biscuit. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend and forever, Mirma. I am going to fuck up names, just saying that right now. And it's only going to get worse when I get drunker. Just saying. I shall name you Murmur. That'll be easier to remember. Oh, Murmur. She's the most adorable, awkward person you ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Okay. Good morning, Steven. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Really? Actually, because I'm sure am excited and a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, then I ate it and I couldn't taste my love in the food. What if I'm in no good? What if I fail? Classic Murmur. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Murmur. Ever since we were little babies, little wee babies, playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Excuse me. A sweet girl, Murmur, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about the first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Wow. Okay. You do you. Should you pep talk to her? Change the subject to give her some relief. Choices. She's my best friend from Wee Baby, so I'll pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares I've been trying to forget. Oh, great. I fucked up. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Oh my. He's never read tarot, has he? No, the tower and the red suit, no. Hey, Arsene, guess what? You're on one of the cards. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Same. But if you get in my way of Senpai, I will have to cut you. I don't care if even you're my long-term friend. I will shank a bitch. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. Oh, hell no. The thirst is real. I will take you all down. As I take Murmur, as you talk Murmur up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I had these killer bangs. About that. As your gay best friend, I need to tell you, that's not fashionable. Can you believe I cut them myself? I feel like I should start wearing library glasses right now. You can definitely believe it. I can't believe it. As I munch on ice. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's H.E., your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can take anything she wants, and she knows it. You're bitch. I shall name you bitch from this point on. Hello, bitch. Hello, bitch! If anybody watches TikTok, or is it just me? Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shits. I mean chicken shins. You leave Steven's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Oh, she's talking to me. Ugh, you can't stand the bitch. Even her name is annoying. Yep. You know for a fact that's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than anyone. Don't know anybody like that. If anyone here knows that what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insult get to us. Across the quad, you see bitch's friends, Van the Man. Van the Man. Oh yes. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. Oh, those kegels. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Yeah, buns of steels. Ahem. Van. You rang? Oh, oh, oh my. Oh my. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Murmur, but substantially more devious. What kind of fucking outfit is that? Yes. Yep. Welcome everyone. If you've just joined, I hope you're enjoying the show. I can believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think you'd just hand us our diplomas now, or maybe hire us professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. No, I don't. Let me at 'em. Let's go, Murmur. See you losers. What is with the sound effects? As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. That just happened. Oopsie. Oh, no. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. No, you don't. Stay away. I think you mean thank you. My name is Poop. I was named after the Pop Pop. He's old. Oh, my Pop Pop. Okay, we'll keep it as Pop. Potato Child. I kind of like that. Potato Child. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must have one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Oh, I like Bob too. Jesus. Yeah, sorry, Poop kind of slipped out there. Hey. Hi, Bob. I'm Steven, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? All yours, Murmur. You can have him. You pedophile. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. There we go. Yeah, thanks, Ginger. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Oh my god. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Am I about to be taught by a corgi? I must find the school. I must attend it. Oh. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Also, do we notice the pillar here? It has a cock sticking out. Rooster, whatever. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Oof. Yes, a corgi professor, but he's also the head of the college, guys. And look at that face. Belly rubs. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I know, just said that. I guess only Dog's nose is capable of picking up the small nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the room. Winds from the east. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Senpai! Let's just bask in the glory of his beauty. They took a very old, frumpy Colonel Sanders logo and turned the sex appeal up 10 notches. That's a silver-haired daddy. Just saying. You immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands stills. Chicken Daddy. So we have Death Daddy. If anybody's been following us on YouTube, Death Daddy is from us playing Man of Medan, which a new video should be going live tomorrow. Hey! Yeah, plug in our YouTube channel. Go me. I rock all by myself. And now we have Chicken Daddy. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Harland? Is that really Sanders' first name is Harland? I never knew. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom. I named her Murmur, so now I'm just hearing a hushed murmur rolls through the classroom. So now I just see her on the ground, rolling across the floor. As Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks, suddenly the room is sweltering. There is no adults here, just me. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. The bitch. And this over here must be Sweetie Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. God, she's a bitch. Oh, yes. Yes, Ginger. He is all the daddy we need. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all you really weird insults? Besides, when Steven sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at the shimmer. Murmur, you're not helping. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Look how he's holding the spatula. He has a cute little chef's hat. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. I almost went with, what was his name? Tigger. You know, not Tigger. Shit, forgot my mascot's names. Oh well. That's great! The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be a really adorable tiny food. Oh, for you anything. Tony the Tiger, thank you. I could remember. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Okay. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh, he's going to be my main competition. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here. Young man, are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't recognize me. This is my 3rd year in the school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finished. Look at the face. It's so cute. Yeah. Let's that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Glad I didn't sleep in this morning. Even Clink made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Who the fuck is Clank? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Heh. Okay. Bzz, brr. The class bursts into laughter. Is he the fryer? He looks like the fryer, the pressure fryer that they use. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Did I just get called out by the dog? I think I got called out by the dog. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Oh jeez. Shit. Guys, help! Should it be a beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack? I'm kind of leaning towards a chicken snack because, you know, name of the game. Chicken, duh. Fine, chicken it is! You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as it locks onto it. His favorite! How did we know? Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. Yeah. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ooh. He selects beef, game over. You see the other students eyeing your jealousy. Jealously. But pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to amazing possibilities of culinary creations. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Steven, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. I mean, why wouldn't I go for Colonel Sanders? I mean, my friend, yeah, we're going for Chicken Daddy. Chicken Daddy! You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. I almost said his uptight. Yeah, it's going to be Chicken Daddy all the way, the entire night, folks. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. Toy toy! That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay! Quiz about me! Oh, God, you're stupid. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Oh, shit. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right! Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather? Middles? What am I missing here? Oh, Pop needs a helmet and a nap. Oh, so true. So true. That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A communal oversized fork? A meat tenderizer? A spork, of course. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, or a pancake that looks like a silly face. He does care about how well I'm eating, so I'm going to say the first choice. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Woohoo, that's right! Is Sprinkles a good boy? A very good boy. Yes, he is. Who's a good boy? He is the best boy. I heard camel meat's a little tough. A little dry. That's right! Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Notice me, Senpai. I got 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Yeah. I know we just met, but here's my number. Don't think I'm crazy. How does that song go? I'm not good with lyrics. But I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Did I just see purple hearts? Squee! Hot diggity, Steven! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, voiceover. Thank you, producer daddy. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! I'm really digging this school so far. How can I join? Wow, the cafeteria is nice as the restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be also serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Not for that reason. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone can have your attention. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks! I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch! 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 She said, shh! Shut the fuck up, Pop. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Yes, Chicken Daddy? Uh-huh. That must be the smell I smelled. Oh, murmur, calm the F down. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? It's okay. We're all adults here. You can say cock. Did he bring cock to eat? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high in huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start devouring. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, oh, chicken daddy. Share your secrets with me. Van, okay. What you think we want, your stupid secret recipe, eh? Psh, nah, my dude, nah. Okay, this is going to be like a surfer dude now? Okay. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. Just a little, Neil. Just a smidge. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. These faces, Theo. You wait to see the zinger bitch has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, and I know that at the moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. It's on. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Yes. Oh, please. Well, man, if you don't want any, I'll take it. I'll take. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and then act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Oh, get ready, folks. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. I'm going to go try to pick out what his culinary heart has to tell me, because he's that type of man. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Oh yes, Ginger. Come with me on this journey. All of you, come with me. That's wrong. I hope I don't get flagged. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops at what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all times as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. That cane, guys. When did that cane? Where did it come from? It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. You know what I'm getting at. Wink, wink. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. 2 whole days and 1 whole night. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Aw. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Yes, the semester is only 3 days, Ginger. Wouldn't you like to have had a semester like that? Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just 1 ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you've never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Oh, I can't quite do a southern accent. In my accents, I'm known to just jump all over the fucking place, so just saying. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduate. It sounds like you have big plans. I do say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Do I neg him to show your own strength? Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. Obviously, I'm not going to choose option number 2, because that will just fuck up the relationship, because he has worked really hard on these 11 ingredients most of his life, he's even said. So I think by giving him an additional ingredient, it will insult him. Neg him to show your own strength. I don't think that's really his type of flow. So we're going to go with be modest, but thoughtful. I got purple hearts, you guys. Drink. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Blink, blink. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. That actually sounds like me talking when I talk about food sometimes. Anyways, I appreciate the compliment, Steven. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Yay, we're getting feelings. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show off our stuff. No, don't show it off. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. And I won't allow you to blow anything. You heard? Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Oh no. The professor was looking forward to tiny food. She makes tiny food. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Murmur looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. True. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2? That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aw. Sure, Stephen. I'll prepare our station. That is such a good show, though. By the sounds of it, I think everyone has seen Food Wars, the anime show. If you haven't, you have to go watch it. You can find it on most streaming devices. I believe Hulu and Netflix has it. This is a unsponsored stream. I don't know. Without you as a partner, Murmur is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Pop, hello, new partner. Or Clank, bebop. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Can we have a moment of silence? Okay, moving on. Who do you want to ask to be Murmur's partner? Alright guys, I'm going to leave this one up to you. Should it be Pop? Who knows? He might actually be really good at cooking. Or do we choose Clank? As I hear Jeopardy music playing in the background. You are right, Ginger. She does think Pop is cute. Neil votes Pop as well. I know there's a few other out you. He doesn't wash his hand. This is true. And the professor did like Clank. Yes, there is a robot. Did you just jump in with us, Alias? Alright, so far I have 2 for Pop, 1 pointing out an obvious thing about Pop, but not quite choosing between the 2. Alias completely lost and confused at the moment. Okay, we have 1 for Clank, 2 for Pop. Going. Gone. We're going to go for Pop, guys. Sorry, Clank, but I think Murmur will be partnering with Pop today. Oh, that look on her face. That look on her face is not great. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Murmur. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. Oh god. Oh, what have we done? What have we done, guys? It's disconcerting, but Murmur is too kind to act grossed out. Yeah, I bet you're loving this, Hatter. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. We sabotaged her, guys. We sabotaged her. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Yeah, sure, we made the right choice, Neil. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest you and your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Well, see, if anybody was paying attention to what Colonel Sanders' story is, his secret recipe blend comes from his grandmother. So we're going to go with your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Yes, get the mashed potatoes. Ah, purple hearts! Drink! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Oh yeah. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! Who's going to provide the gravy, Sanders? Just saying. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to turn beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Oh, the bitch is back. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Thank you. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man. Oh, shit, folks. Guys, look at her stockings. She has drumsticks on her stockings. Just saying that. Did someone call for me? No, geez. Then. Well, while I'm over here crushing Steve and Stream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Steven was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need to be a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concentrate, concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Hey, Ginger. Her skirt's doing the same thing as it was happening in Doki Doki. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Murmur, your favorite bestie, who always has your back. Let's see. I mean, we haven't really been helpful with Murmur lately. We kind of skipped her when it was choosing seats. We skipped her when it was picking partners. And then we paired her up with, Poop. Do you think she'll still help us out if we go towards her? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm leaning towards the front. Maybe. Great. Yes. Maybe. Alright. You don't think we've broken her yet? Alright, if you don't think we've broken her yet. Alright, we're going for Murmur. Come on, bestie, help me out. You turn to Murmur, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust? Vis-a-vis, my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Huzzah! Murmur, you're a loyal friend, but Steven is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy nature. It's probably just around the corner, like peeking, watching all of this. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been choking on oh, sorry. My hands have been choking on autopilot. Yep. Have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your naturally passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do! Colonel Sander extends his hand, his holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering my luscious, lumpy, creamy, nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would have been proud. Oh my. Guys, I am getting close to the end of my first glass of drink, so here in a few minutes, probably around the 9 o'clock, we're going to take a little intermission here so I can refill that drink, so you can refill yours too. Colonel Sander holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. No! Things were going so well! Colonel Sanders is not going to like that. Van, do something! Pull the lever! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy. He slurps it in one gulp and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Stephen. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from whatever it lands. Yo. Really? Tempting. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Ow. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Planted on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. I mean, that's not going to woo Sanders, but I'd eat that. Just saying. Oh! Shink? You've ignored me for too long. The ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Well, goodbye, student. It was nice knowing you. No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everybody step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. Ha! The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Back to life, back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Okay. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Stephen. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally just killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What the fuck? The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. We just went a 180, guys. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Okay, why not? Why not? Yep, I can see, if Billy's watching, I can see him creating this into a D&D character. What will you do? Defend the Sanders! Not my senpai! Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what's about to come next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Alright, attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love, why not? Cook with Love does 1 damage. The Spork Monster won't forget this. The Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utility Tinsel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love. Does 1 damage. Spook Morrison. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Yes, Chicken Daddy. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast or forget mercy and finish him. I'm leaning towards spare the wretched beast. What do you guys think? Spare it is. You managed to tap down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Barco. Barco. Barco, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Darkness! The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. Ooh my. I do declare it's getting a little bit hot and bother here. He must have helped you to get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your cover is being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Aww, that's sweet. Good night, my colonel. Aww. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders for some reason. Sprinkles is also there, instructing you your love. Dreams are weird. Alright guys, this is actually going to be a perfect time for just a quick intermission so I can fill up my glass again and so that you can get yours. I'll be right back in just a few minutes. Alright, my classy friends, I am back. I topped myself off with the same drink. Again, tonight I'm drinking a whiskey lemonade. It's about 1.5 ounces of whiskey, an ounce of lemon juice, an ounce of triple sec, and 4 ounces of lemon lime pop. And yes, I say pop because I'm not a heathen. Just saying. Welcome, welcome, friends. Shall we continue on and see where our story continues? That's an image. So we are back from intermission with all of our lovely friends and characters that we've come across, fly across in my sleep on chicken drumsticks. You wake on the day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, eh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like pop. What? 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 Like him, like. I know it seems like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talk to him after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. What? Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wore the same hats just because he put a hat on them on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I'm with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. I is great, I is kind, and darn it, people like me. Anyways, you have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Aw, I love you too. Murmur checks to make sure you're all alone before continuing. So this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. Oh my. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Murmur, don't tell me that you know. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. Spice. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later I cooked with them, and a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. I'm spicing. I'm spicing. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know if it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Fuck her. I'm keeping it to myself. Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Protect everything. Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Senpai, is that you? Does this guy know how to make an entrance or what? It's Colonel Sanders? He's arriving at school. Do I stand back and admire his majestic glory, or do I run to him? Horsey! I feel like we should run to him because I feel like other people would be running to him and we need to protect. And also smack bitches down. Oh, Ginger says admire. Look at me, I'm on a horse. Okay, we're going to stand back and we're going to admire. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of that, you lose the ability to speak coherently. Folks, I've lost that ability a long time ago. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful boot you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that was just what I said. Being a good friend, Murmur attempts to cover for you. Oh, Steven just gets really nervous around people like that. When people they like. Jesus, writing a novel, Neil? What? This isn't helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Murmur to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Bitch and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. I thought I was hiding. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you just, make a bee and mind your own wax, honey. Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. I told you, my accents go all over the fucking place. They're never going to be the same. I only do skeevy, and that's what I can stick with. I'm going to act like I'm not interested in them. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Whoa there, sweet cheeks. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. I know how to read. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I am not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after you encountered the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Bitch immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee. Oh, yay, we're playing. Well, shouldn't do that. Before you can dig in further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Aww. Poor Clank. Had to remember his name there for a moment. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Whoa, do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such a language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Worms. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Right on, Clank. Right on. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come into blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm interested in neither of them. Bitch's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with those business plan? Just then, Sprinkles arrived to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Aw, poor little doggy. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Sure. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Stephen? Naturally, this appears to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water? A shimmering pepper? Or a dog biscuit? The pepper, I mean... I'm leaning towards the pepper because of flavor and whatnot. Okay, I have a vote for pepper. I have another pepper. We're going for pepper, guys. A brilliant colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and can't swallow your own saliva. We're fine. Still living. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. That's no near pepper. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death. Ooh. And fulfill your destiny. Ah. I can't swallow title of my sex tape. All you must do is... Hey! It's really... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. Yep, it's spice. That's what it is. It's just spice. It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself begin to regain conscious. Spice. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Oh, shit. Pissed off the dog. You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid attention better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competition cook-off. Competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Of course we're going to step up and tell them that they're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool, fool. Pity the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Stephen. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reached a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Slap him with chilled chicken titties. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" Oh, am I actually going to be timed? That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds The hard way builds solidly off of a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's the original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the water boil at? Oh, Jesus. I believe it's 100 Celsius. That's right. But how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11! That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right! You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley, the bitch, is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now what would be a great time to harness? Deep breath. Born, that's right! This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Oh no! Don't make me get the spray bottle. I fucked up, guys. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Steven. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think of is about Colonel Sanders. How about spoonfuls of gravy? Colonel Sanders' face in balloon because that was so fast. I couldn't even click on it. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grrr. You're standing at the desert island, with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a honk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Stop. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Brr. You might not have any hands, but Steven does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. Woo my, we're getting a little. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. Steven, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was just so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And where am I? And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Steven's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because of I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to the desserts. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells you a story of excellence. I was going to ask Steven to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Stennard, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Yes, a white chocolate boob. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese, croquette, a top slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. That actually sounds really good. A blueberry nipple. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, bitch? Oh, you, hee hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Bitch leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and the bitch. I'm going to internalize it at the moment. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they can burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are now in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Oh my. I'll never be a master chef. Rewind. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Let that sink in. The failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I'd ever fail? I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always that man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Go on. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed at the obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Never could pronounce that word. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best that I can give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as the moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster, guys! Porco? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of your respect. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through their sorcery and ghoul. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Stephen. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Everyone falls in love with the spork monster now. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh. Take me. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Drink. Calms the nerves. Damn. Okay, I'm digging it. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you've lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. Show it to him. You've decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Bare my soul. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but it seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, where do we start, guys? Where do we start? Yes, we're trying to get into his pants. We need it. I don't know which one. Do I go for the comb, the candle, the chicken, the pictures, the... Okay, rooster. Oh! You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to the Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Let's go for the doorbell that's hiding over here in the corner. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Oh, it's a safe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap on the item to discover more. Childhood photo? Okay, childhood photo it is. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. That or someone, it's that, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. We're going to discover everything about this Colonel before we continue on, guys. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cherishing them. I don't see the drumsticks in hand. Just saying. Could it be, folks? Have we discovered that Colonel Sanders is a doctor? You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Okay, KFC scented candle. A scented candle you pick up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? What? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating on a lake? In a lake? Summer of 69? I got that reference. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item to discover more about the kernel. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Oh, please say I can take it. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Tap on an item to discover more. Okay. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the wood on a quest to avenge my dad? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see that I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. I don't see anything else shimmering. Do you guys? It looks like it's just going to be the door now. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Let's see. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. I'm going to lean towards either tell him you're cold or fess up and tell him the truth. What do you guys do? Truth? I got truth. We're going with truth. You confess. Oh, purple hearts! That means a drink! Drink with me! I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Stephen? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! There's that again. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted by Colonel Sanders when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped out. It's delicious. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you. He's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might be a great team. Drink. Purple hearts. I love seeing those purple hearts in chat too, just saying. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Guys, we are so close to the end of this. We're going to go a little bit longer here. I'm not going to stop at 10 o'clock. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried and that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed with the saga of Murmur. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know a little guy. Little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? Is that as if things, if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? And now, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Murmur time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up with details of your own night is just too much to bear. Shoot her over that gas station sign, pew pew. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Murmur offers to support you no matter what you do. Yay! Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school. There's that horse the Colonel There's that horse Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Steven, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. No, you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Steven, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in the fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you are passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Stephen. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. Don't do gooey like that. Gooey. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Stephen. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see bitches for who they are, or for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with bitch, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of a grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating the magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in the case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic, maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures, jeez. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Yes, Borko said don't do it. Borko says no. So Borko, I listen to you. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want all of you to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute low nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. He's probably going to sneeze. That's my feeling. Aw, Sprinkles is your love? Sprinkles all the way, but I'm still going to keep my distance. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perch on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs into the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never come back here! Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drooling flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but any other squirrel in the hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone voice. I apologize for the outburst. This just actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Stephen, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom. You see? But before you can go any further, Murmur's love drama spills over into the classroom. Sprinkles is interrupted by a sad whimper coming out from in the back of the room. Murmur, I told you to save it for the after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. And how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Murmur. Every time I blink, you go away again. That's a really cute thing to say. Murmur, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Oh. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me. What made this for you? Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Okay. What? Sprinkles, pretzel sticks, icing, and a hard-boiled egg. All with whatever that is. Sounds delicious. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown, challenge exam, trademark. I'm still working on that title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Murmur, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City, baby. Murmur brightens up and imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sandro's stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. You know, this is becoming personal except for Switch the Story. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first person to show you a little interest in anyhow. Murmur gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet the Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep-talking Murmur, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, and a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his evildoer counterpart, bitch. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Steven's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Steven, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. Now, I'm big into visualizing seeing success. I'm looking at my station and I'm picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Scene, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when... Yeah, fuck cooking. Go for the romance. The oven timer goes off behind you. Of course they're going to fess up about my practice dish. Purple hearts again! Let's see the purple hearts. Drink up. Trying to save a little bit of my drink for the ending. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualization. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 years. Yay, purple hearts, I love you guys. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all buttery crust. Butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Yes, pull it out! There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that would push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Bitch are preparing widely elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Murmur has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be unharnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe. Trademark. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Batters his chicken. Yeah. Egg wash. Murmur fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty bottom broth. Best fried faster blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! The bitch scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets into it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We must have been let it happen, or the appliance was uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Bitch has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Everyone likes it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Eh? Purple Hearts! I believe in you and Steven. Murmur notices too. And I've always believed in you, Steven. Since we're little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Murmur is at your station cheering for you. Murmur, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Murmur tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Murmur flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Barco had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty all right. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. Your crazy kids and your culinary skills have really impressed me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve and Spork Monster notice that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, eh? Haha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country? A spork pup? You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. And never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Also, I might have to go back, but did this game seriously just take my name and shorten it? Or did this monster's name always had Steve and it was just a coincidence? Just wondering. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Give up and drop out. No, I summon the extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns... What? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body? What? My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing this in their entire lives for... Yes, Stephen. You've chosen... You are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You're interrupting my inspiration monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing for their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Stephen. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all have not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with those punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules have never been really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surprise their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear appear an innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Murmur, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, another whatever, but there's none. Someone, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Murmur, please step forward. Oh, look at that corgi. Now describe your dish. I made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny weeny narcoticum whatever I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? I know what that is, I just cannot pronounce it. KFC udon, yes. Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. I made some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with such love poured into as yours. Murmur is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Stephen, for helping me to believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in a axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Wow. Okay. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second? Different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Whoa! Whoa! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't even pass all the needles. He reels back his tongue as it's poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat Tiff. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount sympathility. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, bitch, it's time to step up. Yes, words are hard. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight, and I light the rosemary syrup, topped with fresh margarine and connected by sugar glass. Okay. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be display piece. Don't eat food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Steven? I told you, it's a display piece. Bitch, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Grr. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes bitch and she finally cannot keep her two-face routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, bitch storms off to rededicated herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'd be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've been seeing everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of a life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Thank you, Oprah. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Bitch are drawn back by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Oh yeah. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but who also know a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog do tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed to themselves to righting the wrongs they have, committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. It was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks away. Maybe things didn't work out for Murmur romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. So I'm just noticing, why is everyone dressed down for the party? Yeah, she was thick. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like Hollywood movie premiere. Who commands such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Wow. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Murmur, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events, and offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows. But either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much more to do in my life. A twist on a twist? So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch to get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clink, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing? I am Clank. I am not on this earth. I am actually from the faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this entire time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Colonel Sanders, I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Wait, what? What? No, not the end. I want my senpai. No, it's not the end. Damn straight. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Steven, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Steven. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Yeah! What? A boyfriend and cooking? Ah, that's like a dream come true. I know! Spoons! Yes. He is kind of a hottie. In this state, at least. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Stephen, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Telling Popeyes is better. Well, friends, we've made it to the end. Thank you for sticking along. With that, I'm going to finish off my drink. Why don't you join me? And since you didn't get to see it before, the lovely intro. Thank you for joining, guys. Yes, I danced for you. Till next time, stay classy, friends. Keep your eyes open on YouTube. Every Wednesday, a new episode's dropped. Until next time, Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.